Good morning, YouTube. It is 11:30 on Bank Holiday Monday, the 28th, and I thought it was about time I did a sales update. It will tell you that this was a live event. It's not a live event. You haven't missed anything. I just record it live so that I can use the screen share. Having said that, whether I can remember how to use a screen share is another matter entirely. So, shall we see if I can do that? Let's show you some recent sales if I can remember how to get there. I want application window, and I want that one there, and then I go there, and then this is the wrong bit. Starting at this end then. These are sales from all the way back as far as the end of March. And normally I scroll down and get them all ready, and I forgot to do that, so it's going to be a big shambles. Sorry about that. First up then, this is a VTech Little Smart Musical Beads Interactive Musical Cow. I got it in a bundle. I would have paid very little for it. I think it was fill a bag for £1 on this particular day, and so I chucked it in. Didn't really expect it to sell, but I listed it anyway. And it went for £9.99 plus postage, so I was quite pleased with that, really. Like I said, I would have paid pennies for this. Well under £1, I would have thought. Next up, I really should have done the scrolly downy thing, and I didn't. So, a white stuff grey Nordic style lambswool blend cardigan. This came from a charity shop, I believe, and I will have paid probably maybe £3 or £4, as much as £3 or £4 for this one. Possibly not more, because I'm getting a bit tight with my charity shop prices recently. It's quite a nice cardigan. It's one of those edge to edge, just one single button fastener, and it sold quite quickly for where are we? £13.99 plus postage. So that was quite a nice one as well. I'm really annoying myself with the fact that I didn't line all my pictures up. That's going to really piss me off, and probably you guys as well. These are always worth looking for. These are the little Macs that pack up into a handbag size kind of package in their own little bag, and they're always worth looking for and picking up. This one was a bonus because it was a plus size, size 32. So I had a double bubble bonus there with a plus size and a pack of Mac, and that went extremely quickly for £12.99 plus post. Really, really quick, within a couple of days of listing. These two hung around for ages. You can see this is my old background. I haven't used this background for well over 6 months, since before I moved up into the loft, and it was taken before that, I think. In fact, this is my old photo drop, even before I moved on to a different colour background, is what I'm saying, before I even moved up into the loft. I bought them from Facebook. A lady on Facebook was selling them for £5, and I thought, oh, they're Disney, I'll get those. Listed them, packed them away, and forgot about them, in fairness, and they finally sold probably a year later. It's probably been listed, because I mean the postage here is £3.20, and I've been on £3.49 for about 7 months. So yeah, £19.99 in the end, but a very long job. I wouldn't buy them again if I saw them, or if I did, I wouldn't pay very much. These were beautiful sales. Salvatore Ferragamo red suede low-heeled court pumps. I paid £6.99 in a charity shop for these. These are one of those things that when you pick them up, you go, yes, you're coming home with me. They sold. I didn't get £69.99. I took an offer of £59, I think so, 59. I think they sent me a very odd offer of £59.95 or something like that, which I was quite happy to accept on those. They were a challenge item with Caroline, one of the very last challenge items I added on, so then it made a nice difference to my challenge, and definitely a brand worth picking up if you see them. Bear in mind, I don't know what's coming out next, because I can't remember which order I put them on at. This is an Evans black lace tunic style dress. This came from the car boot sale. It was 50p or 3 for £1, these items, so it cost me 33p, which is always nice when you can sell it for £24.99. I was very pleased with that sale indeed. That's also plus postage. So 33p into 25 quid, I'll take that any day of the week. I've included this one just so that you guys who think I've not bothered listing that food processing can say I have made my money back from it. If you remember, I went to a jumble sale. I didn't like it. It was very elbowy and fighty and struggle your way to the front. But I did buy a food processor with all its bits for £5. And this was in with the bits. This was the sort of food processor blade storage case, and it has 3 new blades in it, and I've sold that for £20 very, very quickly. So I got my money back and made my profit, which is why I've not been any too much of a hurry to list the rest of the food processor, which I'm not going to enjoy listing. I should do it at some point, maybe in the winter when I get very, very short of things to list. These are Miss 60, Killer by Miss 60, grey and black tweed court shoes. I saw them in the charity shop. I thought they're different, I'll grab those. Paid, I think, £2.99 for these, if I recall correctly. It was either £2.99 or £3.99, but I think it was £2.99, and they sold quite quickly for £24.99 plus postage. A Pachamama poncho. This is a brand that I picked up thanks to watching, I think it was Fake Rachel who mentioned it in one of her videos. It may have been Heather the Treasure Pirate. Certainly one of those ladies mentioned it. And when I saw this, I grabbed it. I'm fairly sure it was Rachel. I paid $2.99 for this. It did have quite an unpleasant stain on it, but I managed to get that off, and it sold for $24.99 plus post. I think it's horrible, personally. It's not something I'd want to wear, but what do I know? What do I know? I'm not Peruvian. Is Ecuador in Peru? I don't. Ecuador's probably a country. Sorry, people of Ecuador, if I've insulted you. I don't know where anything is. My geography is appalling. It always has been. I've got two of these dresses, one in green, one in purple. I thought the purple one would be the one that sold first, but I was wrong. I've still got the purple. The green one went quite quickly. I think I paid $3.99 or $4.99 each for them because they're Bowden green black floral dress, and sold for $19.99 plus postage. But yeah, still got the purple one. So what do I know? Nothing at all is the answer. Nothing whatsoever. These, again, a funny little sale. I chucked these in to fill a bag. I put them in with the intention that we would mess around with them at home. I didn't think I would sell them. When I got them home, I realised they were brand new and there was a full pack. I looked them up and thought, oh, well, actually, I think I'll bung them on eBay. So I would have paid 10 or 20 pence in fill a bag for £1 for these. And they went for $4.99 free post. They went out as a large letter, cost me 79p or something like that to send. And so, yeah, funny little Tesco, every little helps kind of sale there. It's all money. It's all money. La Russe Gastronomique. I bought this from a charity shop in Cardiff where I was visiting a friend. I paid $3.99. It was up on a top shelf. I nearly brained myself and another customer getting it down because this thing weighs a ton. This is more than A4 size, the La Russe Gastronomique. It's a gastronomy encyclopedia. It's a chef's encyclopedia, basically. It weighs an absolute ton. It's a beautiful book. Absolutely beautiful book. And sold for $29.99 plus post. I had a ridiculous offer of something like £4 on it, which I just kind of laughed hollowly at and declined. And then a couple of days after that, it sold for $29.99 plus postage. Weighs an absolute ton. Lugging that to the parcel shop, not fun. This jacket is the bane of my life. I've sold this jacket twice. It has come back twice. It's in the cupboard behind me as we speak. I've just included it just out of spite, really, to spite it and show the world its shame. Basler grey jacquard zip front jacket. The first time it went out, the lady messaged me and said, I absolutely love it, but it doesn't fit me. I can't zip it up. Can I send it back? Yes, of course you can. No problem. Yeah, send it back, get a refund. Sold it again almost immediately. The lady messaged me and said, this is not in the condition in which you've said. I thought the first lady didn't mind. The first lady was quite happy with the condition. I said, no problem, send it back. And she sent it back. Can't sell it now. Sitting there gathering dust now. Beastly thing. Beastly thing. It's in perfectly good condition. Look at that. She said it was in terrible condition. Silly woman. Sorry if you're watching Silly Woman, but you're a silly woman. Another fail. I blame Caroline for this one. Quite comprehensively blame Caroline, Mrs. Matthews, for this one. This is a Veuve Clicquot, I can't even say it, Veuve Clicquot champagne insulated bottle shopping bag for carting your cold chilled champagne around picnics and so on and so forth. Saw it in the charity shop. I think it was like $5.99 or something. Messaged Caroline, said, shall I get this? Because I know she's had luck with champagne carriers before. And she was like, oh, yeah, that seems weird. Might have been $4.99. She was like, oh, yeah, I'd pick it up if I were you. So I did. I listed it. It's been listed for a year and a day. I finally gave up and stuck it on an auction thinking it will find its price. And it did. It found its price of 99p. So, yeah, boo sucks to you. Who likes champagne anyway? Champagne's not as good as Pepsi Max. This is a hideous dress. I'm sorry if you're out there wearing this dress and watching this video thinking, well, I love mine, but oh dear, it's green velvet with kind of moss green polka dot. Oh dear. Oh, it's a oh dear, it's just an oh dear of a dress, but somebody liked it. I paid $4.99, mainly because I thought it was so ugly, and then I described it as stunning to try and persuade people. And it sold for $28.99 plus postage. So there you go. See, a bit Emperor's New Clothes there. It's lovely. You'll like it. Oh, okay, I'll buy it. Included this one just to say, always look out for skirted swimming costumes. They're very, very popular, particularly in plus sizes, because ladies of an advanced sizeage like a bit of coverage. So this one is only peacocks. Only a peacock. It's not a posh brand or anything, but it's sold for $12.99 plus postage, and it sold very quickly as well. This one is a Laura Ashley 1980s taffeta wrap jacket. I remember going into Laura Ashley as a kid and trying these things on. When we were about 12 or 13, we used to go down to town and go into Laura Ashley and try all the ball gowns and prance around pretending we were going to a ball. Why the staff let us do this, I have no idea. But yeah, prance around and try them all on. So when I saw this, I grabbed it. It was pennies. It was, I think it was 50p or £1 or something like that. And it sold for £19.99 plus postage. Isn't this ugly? Is it just, have I got odd taste, or am I just behind the times? Mustard yellow is this season's colour. I think this is an absolutely vile item. It's brand new with tags, River Island. They should have known better. I didn't even like it enough to iron it before I'd photographed it. I just put it up crease. Look at the state of that. I had so little faith in this item that I thought, oh, it's not right. And within days of listing it, it sold for £12.99 plus postage. Again, what do I know? Apparently I have no taste. Apparently mustard yellow and green spots are, the big thing. And I am behind the times. I did like this one. This one's white stuff. It's a navy cotton tunic dress in a kind of embroidered heart design. And I paid £2.99 for this from the charity shop and sold it for £19.99 plus postage. So I did like that. I thought that was more attractive. It's not mustard and spotty for starters. I bought this in the Oxfam shop in Portishead one day. It was £2.99. It's actually a really nice thing. I should have used this picture as the front picture, really. There's a really nice cake slice in the shape of a shoe with kind of a marbled heel. Came in its box. Anything Pampered Chef is worth grabbing, particularly if it's boxed. Pampered Chef stuff seems to sell quite well. And I sold that for £19.99 plus postage. I believe it went back to America. I think it went trotting off back to America. This was a lovely sale. I paid £3 for this at the car boot sale. Radley Millbank red leather media. Oh God, I'm not reading all that. You can see, there we go. There's your Radley logo. There was some colour loss to the handles. I did mention that in the description and took photos of it. This is the thing with coloured leather. You're always going to lose some colour on the handles, and there was a bit of scuffing to the corners. But apart from that, it was in pretty good condition, and it sold again quite quickly. The lady was very pleased with it, and it's gone for £34.99 plus post. This one, there was another one that stuck in my crawl. It went out, and the lady messaged me after. I said, "Thank you so much for the quick postage. However, I am not going to be able to manage the buttons." And I cursed a bit, and I was like, "Well, why can you not manage the buttons?" And she was like, "I'll have to send it back because I can't manage it." She sent it back, and sure enough, I couldn't manage the buttons either. I don't think they're meant to be managed. I think these buttons, they're covered in wool. They're kind of knitted, wrapped around. You know, like when you make a pom-pom and you get a hoop of cardboard and you pull the wool all the way around. They're kind of like that, like stuffed through, and I don't think they're meant to be undone because the buttonholes are much smaller than the buttons. So I wrestled it to do it back up because she had undone it and sent it back undone. And then I changed the description. So this is the original sale, so I can't show you where I changed it. But I changed the description, sold it again, and then in the new description I wrote, these buttons are very tight. It is my opinion that they are for show only and they're not meant to be undone. They're extremely tight to get through the buttonholes. Because, I mean, this poor lady, obviously she had arthritis in her hands or something and couldn't manage them. It's not her fault. But I thought I would just cover myself before somebody else. I didn't want to keep on boomeranging back and forth with the damn thing. But it sold the second time for the same price and very quickly again, so... I was pleased with this one as well. I paid £3 for this from the charity shop. He was huge. He was 51 centimeters, half a metre tall, this rabbit. He was hanging from the ceiling. I bought him just before Easter, but I didn't list him in time for the Easter rush. And I thought perhaps I'd missed my chance of selling him. But he sold mid-April, and he went for £34. I took an offer of £34 plus postage on him. So I was very, very pleased with him. I put the roll of tape in the picture to indicate how big he is. Like, he's massive. He was huge. He sat in the car seat with me coming home from the shop. We had a nice chat. We didn't. I'm not crazy. Jack Vere, Blue Mix Floral Star Silk Mix Devore dress. Devore is that kind of... I don't think there's a close-up of the fabric. I'm terrible. The kind of fabric with kind of... Some of it's velvet and some of it isn't, is the best way I can describe it. I'm not a seamstress. But it was a nice sale. I paid... £2.99 or £3.99 for this one, and it sold for £29.99 plus post. So happy with that one. The Ted Baker dancing ladies dress. Now, Caroline helped me with the pictures for this one. She did this kind of picture display to try and help it sell. She taught, because I put it on at $29.99, and she said, no, you must sell it for more. So I put it on for $49.99 and took an offer of 40. I think I took an offer of 40 on it in the end, mainly just to keep some stuff turning around. It's a very pretty dress. It's very, dancing ladies print all over the front there, and yeah, really, really nice. Pleased with that one. Can't remember what I paid. I think it was charity shop, and I may have paid £8 or £9 on this one. I don't think it was particularly cheap, but it may have been car boot for £5, because I remember buying. No, it was a different one I bought for £5. That's probably coming up in a minute. This one, I didn't think I would sell it. It was just a Mickey Mouse mug that I bought, and I didn't realise that was a letter J when I bought it. I just thought it was part of the design. When I got it home, I stared at it. I thought, I think that's a J, and I mentioned it on my live stream. I think this is a letter, and somebody went, "Yes, it is. I've got one. It is a J. They come in alphabet letters." I thought, well, I'll list it anyway. And sure enough, it sold $9.99 plus postage. So it's gone out to a John or a Jackie or a Janet or somebody like that. Somebody wanted a letter J mug. There's an enormous fly buzzing around me now just to annoy me. This cost me $1.99 at the charity shop. It is a leather travel wallet from Ted Baker. It's a really beautiful thing, actually. There's a thing for your credit cards. These little loops down here. I can't move my cursor without losing that. Anyway, these little loops in the bottom of the screen, they're for USB cords and things like that. Over this side is for your passport and so on and so forth. It's a really nice little kind of travel wallet. And they retailed originally at something like, yeah, 75 quid. I put it in the title. £75 these retailed at. It's a nice thing, but I don't think it's 75 quid's worth of nice thing. But I sold it for $29.99 plus postage. There was a bit of delay on payment for this one. I thought she wasn't going to pay, but she did stump up in the end. I've included this one just so that I can give a quick shout out to Karen Fisher. Karen Fisher bought this one for me. She sent me an offer. I can't remember what the offer was. Perhaps she'll remember. I know it was an offer price though. And yeah, so you can look out for Karen Fisher's Patchwork Quilting channel coming your way soon. My parents gave me this bedding. They bought it. They couldn't get on with it. It slithered around too much. My father can't cope with a duvet cover that slides away when he tries to grab it. It was the wrong size for my bed. I have a king-size bed, but a double duvet. Not that you needed to know that. So it wasn't any use to anyone here, but I thought it was only Sainsbury's. I thought I'd sell it, and I got $9.99 plus postage for it quite quickly as well. It's quite a nice print, but no good to us. Cartman came from the car boot sale, and he cost me 50p and sold for $12.99 within a day. Within a day of listing, he went out at $12.99. So he was a nice little sale for 50p. Quite pleased with that. I bought him on the day that I nearly passed out at the car boot sale, I think. The day that I got the sunstroke. I think that was the same day. This Phase 8 floral maxi dress cost me $2.99 from the charity shop. $2.99 for the charity shop, and went out for $24.99 very quickly. I could buy several like this given the chance, because it just shot out the door. It is a very pretty dress, in fairness. If I were 18 stone lighter, I'd wear something like that quite happily. So yeah, $24.99 plus postage. Nearly done now. Anyway, if anybody's asleep, then you should probably set an alarm to wake you up in about 5 minutes time, because I'm nearly finished it. We're trying to go and do something more interesting instead. This one, Raymond Block Analon 12 cup mini muffin cat, cost me 50p. 50p. I spotted this sticking out of the box. I thought, oh, Raymond Block. And do you know, originally I bought it with the intention that I would make mini muffins. I don't need to make cakes. You can buy cakes in shops. Right? So when I realised that it was going to sell for $19.99, I abandoned all idea of baking cakes and flogged it quick. $19.99 plus postage for a 50p baking pan. These books I bought at the Yeovil car boot. So I went down there to the Yeovil one day just to see what it was like. It was the first one of the season, and it actually wasn't great, although I believe it's a massive boot sale in the middle of the summer. I paid 30p each for these. So there was 5 there. They cost me £1.50 for the set. Well, I was quite pleased with them when I bought them, because they looked in beautiful condition. When I got them home and looked them up, they weren't very exciting. However, listed them at $13.99 and sold them with $4.95 postage. So quite a nice sale in the end, really, for my £1.50. And another £1.50 is this Eternal Bow Twin Egg Cup, £1.50 from the charity shop up the road. And that went for $11.99 plus post. And I wrapped it within an inch of its life to make sure Hermes couldn't crush it. Only 4 left. The Mint Velvet Stunning Dark Floor Chiffon Floaty Summer Dress. This was the car boot sale. It was £1. £1 for Mint Velvet. I nearly died. And it sold within a day of listing for $29.99 plus post. The red Queen of Hearts plush toy. Somebody saw me buying this. Somebody saw me buying this and mentioned it on my in the comments on the video. I bought it in the charity shop, and I saw a chap looking at me, and he was giving me that kind of expression. I think I know you from somewhere, but I didn't know him. But I sort of kind of just smiled at me, and then he sent me a message on my video later. So I did see you buying this earlier. So I paid $1.99 for the Queen of Hearts. She's quite big. There's my hand. Look, no hand in the photo. That's terrible. She's genuine Disney store, and she went for $19.99 plus postage to a regular buyer. So if you're watching this, regular buyer, you know who you are. Thank you very much. And also from the car boot sale, this Disney Nightmare Before Christmas cup cost me 50p and sold for $24.99. Anything you find that's Nightmare Before Christmas is always worth picking up. So yeah, $24.99 plus postage on that one. And the last one, 50p I paid for this. It's a Kuna Baby Alpaca soft scarf. Kuna is an extremely high-end brand, extremely expensive stuff. I didn't know that when I picked it up. I just saw that it was really nice wool and bought it because of that. It sold for $22.99 plus postage, cost me 50p. It was a very nice scarf, in fairness. Lovely big warm scarf. But yeah, I didn't expect it to be worth that when I brought it home. And that's it. If I stop sharing now, we should come back to me, I think. Hopefully. Are we coming back to me? Am I there? Have you got me now? You should have me now. I think I did stop screen sharing. If you haven't got me, if you've just still got a blank screen, I apologise for that. I'm going now anyway, so you won't need me for much longer. Thank you for watching. I hope you found some of these sales interesting, and that perhaps you might give you some ideas for things to look out for and maybe pick up in your travels. Just realised that I've got several stitches missing out this top. It's very old. Thanks for watching, and I will speak to you all soon. Take care. Bye-bye.